Hey guys, so how do you, generally speaking, work with an expert? In any field that you might have chosen an expert to service you, to help you. I want to specifically today talk about real estate because a lot of clients come to us. We're here to give them expert advice. I've got 15 plus years of experience in Dubai real estate, also other international markets. How do we make that relationship work from my perspective and from your perspective so that you're winning, I'm winning, Dubai's winning, and the property market's winning, so that there's an equilibrium of balance all around? Show real first. Hey, welcome back. Before we go further, there is a link below if you'd like to work with me and my team to guide you through the real estate process in Dubai, whether buying or selling. Click the link and we'll be in touch with you, qualify each other and see if we're a good fit to work together. Also, do me a favor, hit the like button. It does something to the algorithm. Others will see the video and then be able to benefit from them. The subscribe button and the bell icon, all right? Now, here's how I propose that you should take full advantage of any expert that you're working with, okay? The first thing that you should automatically, oh, by the way, you might be thinking, how do I find an expert in the Dubai market? For that, reference some of my other videos. I've talked about the qualities that you should be looking in an expert when you're hiring one, whether in Dubai or elsewhere, okay? I've actually boiled it down to 3 or 4 qualities. Now, once you've actually found an expert and then you're working with somebody to actually guide you through the process, this is what my advice is, okay? Now, I'm going to caveat this and put a condition on this, okay? Ideally, the expert's already done all the pre-analysis, the needs analysis, and has listened to your requirements and everything that's required for him to start servicing you. Now, once he starts the process of servicing you and has understood you completely, deeply, inside out, at this stage, you start listening to his advice, okay? Now, I'm not saying you actually put a blindfold on and implement everything he or she says or states, but you're there for a reason. The expert's got 10 plus years of experience in real estate, 10,000 plus more hours in real estate, and you might be buying your first, second, third, or fifth property. They've sold hundreds. I've sold hundreds of properties, okay? And you're buying your third property. In this instance, listen, I do have more experience than you. It would serve you more to listen to my advice, especially if it's unbiased, without a conflict of interest, okay? Number 2, the 2 types of listening. There's listening to respond and reply, and there's listening to understand the other person's point of view. Understand the advice first. Okay, this is super critical because a lot of times people are only listening to try to reply. A lot of times people are only listening in order to respond. But I use a very specific framework to guide the investment process, a framework to guide the sales process. When you are working with an expert or an advisor from my team, listen, go through the process with them. Listen, seek to understand, and then assimilate. Take the understanding that you've had from listening to the expert advice and then assimilate it to your particular situation. And last but not the least, analyze it. Because with the new data, with the new information that you're receiving, it's your role to then analyze. Now, I'm not saying you have to analyze this, because you might be working with the expert and relying on him to analyze and assimilate. But however, if you've done the listening and the understanding, at least here you actually then add your input. Okay? Because I'm not saying that you've got to work with an expert and be completely zip it, quiet, just listen to what they're saying. Ideally, they should be giving you unbiased, without any conflict of interest advice that actually makes sense in the long term, and you should be taking that advice on so that you can actually benefit, right? And if you want to work with an expert advisor, with myself or my team, there is a link below. Just hit it, click it, and we'll be in touch to actually helping you through the process. Also, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon, all right? But after you've done listening and understanding, you can always add your input if you're not going to be assimilating or analyzing further. And you know, I can give you many examples on this. When you go to, for example, a doctor, it's ideal that you take their advice. When you go to a lawyer, the doctor knows medicine. You perhaps know a little bit from Google, but not more than that. The lawyer knows law, so he knows medicine. He knows the law. Perhaps you know and have a basic understanding of law because you took one course in business law in business school, but you're probably not a lawyer and you don't understand the spirit of the law, right? Same thing with the personal trainer, okay? The personal trainer tells you don't eat this, and you're like, you know, I'm still gonna eat this because, okay. Same thing with an architect, right? So you've got a house that goes like this, and you want to build like multiple stories on top of it, and the architect tells you, well, for this we're going to have to build the foundation that is this deep, and then you tell him, well, this is just going to cost me too much. Build a foundation that's only this deep and try to build. Well, you know, God forbid the building could fall, right? So you got to listen to the architect. He's the expert in that space. Same thing with the pilot, right? If the pilot, let's even say you've got your own private plane and you're about to fly from Monaco to, let's say, a city in Italy, and the pilot tells you that the weather is so bad that we could not just risk the aeroplane, we could risk lives, right? And your meeting or whatever you need to do in that city is not super important, but you still insist that the pilot must fly regardless of the situation, or must ignore complete all warning signs from the, you know, the tower and the airport tower and so on and so forth, and he must fly. You know, you're only endangering yourself. So listen, if you've got an expert, listen, and listen. And then obviously, after you've listened and assimilated and analyzed, add your own input based on the information you've received. That's how you succeed. Hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. There's a link below if you'd like to work with me and my team. We'd be more than happy to do that. Ciao for now.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.